Okay, what I got here is a box, and it's filled with this finely ground walnut media. And get in the pet stores, this is like for lizards and such. I got a shaky table here. But what I use it for, or have used it for in the past, is reloading for tumbling, for getting brass cases clean. But my hope is, being a very fine media, and that it won't provide much resistance when the slug or pellet enters in here. In other words, it won't be adding to the expansion or the expansion factor once it goes through the ballistics gel. But I don't have this box completely filled to the top in the thoughts that when the pellet or slug enters, that it will allow the media to expand and not provide a lot of resistance. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to fire just some plain slugs or pellets into the media and see how much expansion I'm getting there, and hopefully very little. So when I finally do, say this is a block that approximates a starling, that'll go through there and into there and catch it. And then I have a bucket with a sifter to sift out the media and find the slug or pellet, and we'll see what kind of expansion that we're getting, and hopefully get a little bit better idea what's actually going on when it's hitting various pest sizes. Of course, nothing is precise when you're talking about doing this stuff. There's all types of factor, and of course if you're just shooting a little bitty starling or whatever, or a little bitty sparrow, it's going to be dead regardless, you know, with what you hit, because it's so small. But it would be interesting to see how much expansion you're getting on your slug or pellet, and how much of energy dump is going on as it does go through that pest. So I'll follow up in a little bit with some actual field testing and see what we got. Okay, I got my capture box with the ground walnuts in it and a cider target. We're approximately 46 yards. It's a distance that's close to my zeros and what I have set up here. I'm going to be firing the two 22 caliber NSA slugs, one with a dimple point, I'm not sure what you would call it, the earlier ones, and then the 23 grain that's called the hollow point. And shooting into the media alone and see how much it adds to the expansion, hopefully very little. So when I shoot through the ballistic gel, I'll be getting a sort of a true reading of expansion. Okay, fired my first shot. Eventually I'll come up with a maybe better way of holding the cardboard on. Okay, found the slug. did cause some expansion and deformation. Looks like it opened the hollow point a little bit with the media in it, but not that it added a lot of deformation to it. So let's shoot the other 2 pellets. I'm going to shoot my crown too with the 25 caliber and get my base starting point. Okay, here's the other 22 caliber NSA slug, the true hollow point, and since it's got a less pronounced ogive, there's next to the other one. It's not changing that much in shape, but it is changing. So okay, my first silicone block, I got 2 widths to it. This is simulating the weight of a starling, which according to the internet, 2 ounces to 3.6. This is about 3.9. I'm gonna turn it that way and hope I can hit it well. A little bit more depth. Okay, I'm going to turn it sideways. And I'm going to use the newer true hollow point NSA 22 caliber. I'm using .218 diameter. And it is a flat base, I believe. Alright, that was the sound of a bird being hit. I can see there's the entrance above my thumb, went straight through. Let's dig her out and see what it looks like. Okay, retrieved the slug and didn't expand as much as I thought it would. The hollow point definitely opened up some, but not super mushrooming. Here's the one in the media alone on the left. Less expansion, more expansion. I put the calipers on it, but that's with a just under 4 ounce block of clear ballistics gel, 46 yards, and these are going around 900 feet per second. Okay, I got my next block here. Weighs approximately 1.5 pounds. Simulate the weight of a pigeon, and so we'll see how much expansion we get there. Okay, nice pop again. You can see the track where it went all the way through. Okay. I thought I lost my last shot, but here it is. This is the NSA 23 grain hollow point that went through the pigeon side or weight block, expanded to the point where it almost looks like a cylinder. Not as much expansion as I thought. Okay, but now And I should mention that the 23 grainers are going about 920 feet per second, whatever foot-pounds of energy that is. But I broke out my FX Streamline 910-20 feet per second with the 15.89 grain Hades. We'll see if the pellet even makes it through the block and what kind of expansion we get. Okay, I had a little confusion there. I didn't have my scope click right on the streamline, so I clicked it back. Appears I still did have a couple to hit the block, so let's retrieve them. Alright, here's the results of my streamline shooting the Hades. It's 22 caliber. Because of a little confusion, I ended up putting 3 of them through the block. See the holes in the block plus the previous test. And yes, there was expansion. Not a tremendous amount. So like I said, there was expansion. I don't have my calipers here, but so from what I've sort of discovered today is on the small pest birds and such, yeah, you're getting expansion, but you're not getting a tremendous amount, at least going through this clear ballistics gel. And but definitely makes a pop when you hit the pests and taking them out, and more authority than the pellets in general when using slugs. So that's just a quickie for today, some testing.